Let's talk about our last two questions in the real world workshop. Number 23. Let It Snow Resort offers two winter specials, the Getaway Special and the Extended Stay Special. The Getaway Special offers 2 nights of lodging and 4 meals for $270. The Extended Stay Special offers 3 nights of lodging and 8 meals for $435. You really want to go on this vacation, but need to know how much you're being charged per night and how much each meal costs. Determine these costs. So right away, I see that I'm being asked to find the cost of each item, right? That tells me it's an AX plus BY equals C system. If you look at your handout, cost of each item is under that. So cost of each item, right away I know both of these will be about money. What are the two costs we're trying to find? Well, it says you want to know how much you're being charged per night, so X will be cost per night. And we'll make Y equal to how much the meals cost, so cost per meal. And now we need to see what we're mentally going to group together. There are two specials mentioned here. The Getaway Special, and the Extended Stay Special. I'm just going to call that Extended. I plan on making Getaway yellow, and I will make Extended blue. Let's go see what we can find out about Getaway. The Getaway Special offers 2 nights of lodging and 4 meals for $270. And then we know the Extended Stay Special offers 3 nights of lodging and 8 meals for $435. At this point, we should be expert equation writers. So if you do not have 23 done, please pause here and write your 2 equations, and we'll compare our system. Press pause, press the space bar. Let's compare equations. So for Getaway, and again, I have this in mind, this is what I'm trying to write, AX plus BY equals C. Getaway Special, 2 nights of lodging. X represents the nights, so 2X plus, how many meals? 4 meals, so 4Y, because Y is the cost per meal, equals $270. And then Extended, how many nights? Extended Stay offers 3 nights, so 3X plus how many meals? 8 meals equals $435. Fantastic. We have our system. I hope we match. What do we want to cancel? What do we want to cancel? Well, if we want X's to cancel, the smallest number that 2 and 3 both go into is 6. So I would work towards a positive 6 and a negative 6. 4Y and 8Y, I think this might be nicer, because see, for X's, I'd have to multiply both equations. But notice this for the Y values. I already have an 8Y, and I know I could get this positive 4Y to be a negative 8 if I multiply through by negative 2. So I choose to get my Y's to cancel. If, when you did this, you got X's to cancel, no problem whatsoever. We should still get the same answer in the end. So my new system becomes negative 4X minus 8Y equals 270 times negative 2, which is negative 540. That's what I got. And then the second equation we didn't touch, so we'll leave that one alone. Leave it just like it is. We are now ready to linearly combine these. Y's will cancel. Negative 4X plus 3X is negative X equals negative 540 plus 435. That for me, I got a negative 105. We're not done yet. 1, I'm alarmed because I have a negative value, but then I look, hey, check it out. This is a negative X, so I know I need to divide by negative 1. That takes care of the negative because a negative divided by a negative is positive. We get X equals 105. What does this mean? Well, I go back and I look, X represents cost per night. So this means that it's $105 per night. So that's all set. Now we need to go find out how much the meals are. It does not matter which equation we substitute into. I think I'll choose the top one, but maybe you chose the second. No problem. We should get the right answer. We should get the same answer. So this will be 2 times 105, substituting in for x, plus 4y equals 270. 2 times 105 is 210, plus 4y equals 270. And now we're just using our algebra skills to solve. Subtract 210 from both sides, the line all the way across. 4y equals 270 minus 210 is 60. Last step, divide by 4. Divide by 4. 60 divided by 4 is 15. And to know what 15 means, I go up and I look at my variables. Y is the cost per meal. So this represents $15 per meal. So at this resort, it's $105 per night. And for the meals, $15 per meal. And we've answered our question. That wraps up 23. Number 24. Last question in the workshop. Your teacher tells you that next week's test is worth 100 points and contains 38 problems. Each problem is worth either 5 points or 2 points. Because you are studying systems of linear equations, your teacher says that for extra credit, you can figure out how many problems of each value are on the test. How exciting. So we're looking for how many of each number. Finding the number of each item tells me that this is an AX plus BY equals C system. So let's define our variables first. X equals Y equals. Go back to the question to see what our variables will be. It says how many problems of each value. Each value. So what are the value possibilities on this test? Well, I come back up here. It says each problem is worth either 5 points or 2 points. So I'm going to let X equal the number of 2-point questions. And then Y will be the number of 5-point questions. Now we need to go through and look what can we mentally group together. So I see that I have point values, points, and I know how many points are on the test. So that tells me that I will have one equation all about points, the number of points. So I will make that yellow. Let's go see, oops, that's not yellow. I'm going to make this yellow. Let's go find out information about points. Each problem is worth either 5 points or 2 points. And do I know something about total points? Yes, I do, right here. Test is worth 100 points. Let's write our system. What do we think the equation is going to be for this? Be careful with pulling 5x. So I'm going to write it, but this is wrong, okay? 5-point questions, 5 points needs to be multiplied by the number of 5-point questions. And what represents the number of 5-point questions? X or Y? Well, when I look, Y does. So be careful with that. It's not going to be 5x, it's 2x plus, and then we keep going. Because the number of 2-point questions is X, those questions are worth 2 points. So 2x plus 5y equals a total of 100 points. Just to go over that one more time, 2-point questions times the number of 2-point questions plus 5 points times the number of 5-point questions gets me 100 points. Remember, whatever's highlighted is now off limits. We've already used it. So we must have some other piece of information we can use to help us out. The only other information I have that I have not used yet is that it contains 38 problems total. That is information about the number of questions on this test. So the number of 2-point questions plus the number of 5-point questions equals a total number of 38 questions. We have our system, we're ready to solve. Do you want x's to cancel or y's to cancel? I choose, what do I want? I choose x's. Maybe you chose the y's, that's fine. See it all the way through, we should get the same answer. If you were stuck on how to start, go ahead and press pause, please finish, and we'll compare at the end. My approach with having x cancel, I didn't have to touch the top equation. My bottom equation becomes negative 2x minus 2y equals 38 times negative 2 is negative 76. I'm ready to linearly combine these. My x's will cancel. 5y minus 2y is 3y. 100 minus 76, I got 24. And then divide by 3. Divide by 3. Y equals 24 divided by 3 is 8. What does 8 mean in this situation? When I look, y is the number of 5-point questions. So this means that there are 8 5-point questions. Now we need to go find how many 2-point questions there are. So I can use either equation. I choose to use the second one because to me it looks a little more user-friendly. But by all means, if you choose to substitute into the top one, we should get the same answer. So this becomes x plus 8 equals 38. Subtract 8 from both sides. X equals 30. And again, what does 30 mean? What does x mean? I come back up here. X is the number of 2-point questions, so there are 30 2-point questions. And we are done. That's a weird box. I want to fix it. All right, all set with 24. The challenge, I want you to show me. That's going to stay a challenge. The only hint I will give you is that instead of working with 1/2, I will recommend working with 0.5, and instead of 3/4, work with 0.75. Rest of it is up to you. Go ahead and show me when you're ready. Have a great day, everybody. Send me any questions on Remind. Bye.